Sup, YouTube? This is Big D and Shade.
Yo.
And welcome to Takoyaki Bites. This is where we're going to give our opinions on one show this season and
Give you some bite-sized information on what we think of different shows that we are watching throughout the season.
the next show that I have is Owari no Seraph.
I'm watching this one too, and I'll at least say this a little bit. I'm watching this one too, and I can't. It starts to lose my interest, and then they do one thing, and I'm like, okay, you gained a little bit of interest back, and then I'll watch it again. I'm like, okay, you're starting to lose my interest again. And it's like it's a tug of war. I swear, it's a tug of war, and I'm like, stop it. Do something like amazing and keep it there. Don't go back and forth. You're
Yeah.
And I mean, it's obvious what's going to happen too as you're watching it. You're like, they're gonna meet those two characters, the vampire guy and the other kid. They're gonna meet.
Yes.
It's gonna happen.
Yes.
It's just a matter of time.
Yes.
So it's like, how is this gonna play out? Who's gonna do what?
Yeah.
So, anyways, go ahead though.
So,
No, I pretty much said everything. But anyways, go ahead.
So, animation-wise, love it. It is gorgeous. Story-wise, I can already see it. It's predictable. It's like nobody's gonna die. Like a lot of shows are like, no, don't worry, nobody's gonna die because that'll be sad, and we don't want our viewers to be sad. So we'll scare them a bit, but then we'll make it all good at the end. And I can't get invested because I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of like the tug of war too, but it's like a little one. It's like, oh, are they gonna do something different? No, they didn't. Oh, they gonna do something different? No, they didn't. Okay.
Yep.
Whatever.
I mean, they have little tidbits, little things. You're like, that's cool. That's interesting. I like that. I mean, the whole thing with like the demon-possessed blades and swords and weaponry and everything. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you have like an amplified weapon, and in vampire animes in general, you never really see anyone using anything except for like maybe a slightly technologically advanced weaponry or something. Yeah. But the fact that they're actually using like mystically advanced weaponry stuff, I'm like, that's cool. That's different. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's vampires and demons.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I've never really thought of that kind of mix or seen something that has done that before.
No, which is a really cool concept.
Yeah. And
but their application of that concept is a little lacking.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just me. Let me ask you this. I don't know if it's just me. Does it seem like they cannot decide whether or not the main character is like going to be a superpower badass or not? Does it seem like that? Because it seems like on one hand, he starts showing like, oh, he's really powerful. Then the next minute you're like, well, no, he's not powerful anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Does it seem like that to you?
Yeah. And I don't know. I guess for him, because he does that, my focus isn't really on him. I'm kind of just, that's that dude over there. And I'm focusing, focusing more on all like the other characters, like his friend that he made in just one episode. I'm like, is something going to happen to him? And I'm like, well, not really, because a lot of stuff happened to other people towards the beginning of the series. So you can't just keep doing stuff to the main character over and over throughout the whole series. So, and then they're building up to this one thing towards the end that they're, as soon as you see the guy, you're like, oh, well, yeah. Episode 11, they're finally gonna see each other, and I'm like, But I do like that. All of a sudden, everything's escalating. Like,
yeah, I mean, things are really starting to amp up and everything, and a lot of like battle situations are presenting themselves and everything. But I'm still just I'm current on it. I'm current on it. So
So when they were in that Hummer, I
yeah.
guess, and they ran into that one dude, and he's like, "No, watch out!" That was cool because there was such a huge difference between them and him.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be good." And they're like, "No, no, 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 let's save
Yeah,
it.
we're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
We're
let's
not.
save
I'm
that for
like,
later." Because I was genuinely worried.
yeah, I'm like,
I'm
this is
like,
gonna be
"Oh,
cool. I
I'm like,
mean,
oh, we about to lose somebody."
and
And
she even said like we can take them, but we're probably gonna lose some people in the
yeah,
process. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna get really cool and interesting. And they're like,
yeah,
no, we're not gonna do that.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure that this series is gonna go another season.
Probably.
But they better meet in this season at least, because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So even though it is predictable and it's the tug of war between them, like do something interesting and not, there's are still some really cool parts.
Which is why it's why I said I get that interest and they start to lose me. And then I get that interest and I start to lose me. And I'm like, stop tug of warring with my emotions. Good Lord, stop it.
So as predictable as it is, I still recommend it because it looks really good and they have there's some really cool parts that'll keep you interested at least.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
Yeah. All right, and that's been Takoyaki Bites, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye.